Okay, so this is angle addition postulate with equations. Yes, yes. Okay, whatever. Let's carry on. All right. First of all, we need to understand from this diagram to the right, my right. I don't know what way you seeing it, but my right. You have A, B, C. That's your big angle, right? So that means if ABC is your big angle, ABD and DBC are your two smaller angles. But when those two smaller angles are added together, you will get your big angle, which is ABC. So I'm going to write that down. Measure ABD plus the measure of DBC will equal the measure of ABC. Just like how I said it, you're going to add these two smaller angles to get the big angle. That's like baking a cake. You need to add the butter, the eggs, the milk. Okay? Add them ingredients. Okay? When y'all making that rotel, you have to add the ground beef, the Velveeta, the rotel. And then if you are the person, you're going to add them seasonings. Okay? You got to add all of that in that pot to make that rotel. Just like with these angles. You got to add all the little stuff to get the big product. So now you might want to go cook some rotel and bring me some. Make sure you wash your hands. So let's go ahead and attack to our example. We have ABC. Ooh, Jesus. So let's go ahead and look at one. It says find ABC. So if I need to find ABC, that means I need to add those two smaller numbers to get the big angle. So that means it's going to be 48 plus 78. So 48 plus 78 is 126 degrees. Ooh, had a burp coming. Okay. That's just number one. Now, let's look at number two. It says DBC is 74 degrees, while ABC, that's this big angle, is 119 degrees. So that means if I have the big angle and I have part of the little angle, that means I need to subtract those two to figure out the remaining angle. So that's like your rotel. You already made your rotel, right? But you're forgetting an ingredient. You're missing your seasonings. You're missing your rotel. So you need to taste it, figure out, what am I missing? Just like with the math. I have 119 and I have 74. What am I missing? What is going to bridge that gap from 74 to 119? And your answer will be 45. 45. Okay, carrying on. Periods. Okay. Let's go ahead and get to the equations. Breathe, my children. Breathe. You're going to have to because you're going to have to take a quiz on this as I reiterated the other two videos ago. So, let's not be scared. Highlight your biggest angle, which is PQR. So, right here it says PQR is 141 degrees. So, that means I need to add these two smaller angles and set it equal to 141. So, I'm going to have 13x plus 4 plus 10x minus 1 is equal to 141 degrees. So, before I continue, I want you to highlight your like terms. All right? So, I'm highlighting my x's. Oh, that's a dark color. Hold on. I'm highlighting my x's in one color, and I'm going to highlight my numbers in another color. Always focus on the side that got the most terms. Or the most, yes, it'll be terms. There's no other way I'm going to change that. Work on the side that got the most terms. Now, you're going to combine your colors. So, or your like terms. So 13x plus 10x will give you 23x. You have $4 and you spend $1. You have $3 left. And you're going to bring down that 141. Now we become a two-step equation, which we have already worked through, which we already should know how to do. So we already know we need to isolate that x. But we need to move any terms that does not have an x connected. And which one does not have an x connected? That positive 3. So that means we need to move everything that is not connected to x first. So because we have a positive 3, when we move it across the equal sign, it's going to become a negative 3. So you have $3 and you spend $3. You have no more money, but you need some money. So you have, I'm going to write it up here, 23x is equal to 138. Divide both sides by 23. Because what's the opposite of multiplication? Division. Thank you. So 23 can go into 138 6 times. Right? Now, it says, the direction says, because we are scholars who read at grade level and above grade level. Okay, we read our directions. It says find each measure. So, angle PQS, which is this angle right here, because it's between P, Q, and S. So that's that equation I'm looking at. So, how I'm going to solve that? Simple. PQS. Wherever I see X, I'm going to plug in 6, which is this value right here. Yes, I like to highlight. It helps. So for PQS, it's going to be 13 times 6, because whatever the value of X is, I'm going to substitute it for 6. And I'm going to add 4, just like the equation. Nothing more, nothing less. Once you have completed your equation part, the rest becomes easy. If you are struggling with two-step equations, combining like terms, write that down on that document that I have given you. Okay? Because if you're not going to tell me, you're going to keep struggling. We're going to keep moving forward. So make sure you write it down. You do not want to struggle. I don't know what's with y'all struggling. We don't want to struggle. So, we got PQS. PQS, when we complete all this in the calculator, we're going to get 82 degrees. Okay? Now we're going to try SQR. So SQR, which is this angle right here. So we got SQR. Nope, we're not tolerating this. We got SQR. So we got 10 times 6 minus 1. So we already know 10 times 6 is 60. And 60 minus 1 is just 59. And that's how you complete that. Okay. Pause the video. Don't just skip through this. Don't skip through the video. You need to watch and make sure you understand every full detail of it. Because that's how we're going to work. So let's look at 4. Highlight your biggest angle. D, E, F. And up in your question, highlight your biggest angle. D, E, F. So I know my biggest angle is going to sit by itself. All right? So that means these two right here will need to be added together. All right? So we have, let's see, GEF, which is this angle right here. That is 23 degrees. And DEG, which is your 5x plus 1. So we need to go ahead and set our two small angles together. And so to do that, you're going to have 5x plus 1 plus 23 equals 7x plus 4. Your biggest angle, will always be on the right side by itself. Okay? Go now, highlight your like terms. 23 and 1. So we already know 23 plus 1 is 24. So you're going to have 5x plus 24 is equal to 7x plus 4. Now, like I told y'all in class, move your x to the side with the biggest value. So we already know, because we know our numbers, 7 is bigger than 5. So that means I'm going to subtract 5x from both sides. Ultimately, I want my numbers, which is the 24 and the 4. I want those two numbers on the left side while my x's are on the right. All right? So you should have 24 is equal to 2x plus 4. Now you're going to subtract 4 because, like I just said, your numbers got to go on the left while your x's are on the right. So you're going to subtract 4. So you're going to have, I'm going to draw it up here. You're going to have 20 is equal to 2x. Okay, scholars, we already know that's 10. There wasn't really no need to waste our time on that part. We already knew it was 10. So let's go ahead and plug it into these two equations, DEG and DEF. So, DEG, that is 5 times 10 plus 1. So we already know 5 times 10 is 50 plus 1, which will be 51. And we have 7 times 10 plus 4. So 7 times 10 is 70 plus 4, that'll be 74. And those are your answers. Don't be overwhelmed. That's why I gave you a form to fill out. Write down any troubles, any concerns. Because you're still going to have a quiz on this, and we're still going to review and move forward. Let's see. We'll record the last 3 on the next one.